Hi, welcome to the F1 Time Portal, a Formula One history podcast by a couple of friends that love Formula One. I'm your host, Rosa.
And I'm your The Song Remains the Same host, Luigi. And today we are rating drivers from 1976 for our special series of Time Portal Championship, Part 3. So let's go.
Hello, Louis, and hello, Andrew. Welcome back for Part 3.
Hi, guys. Great to be back.
Welcome back.
Ready for third round of battling, arguing, challenging?
Can't wait.
Yeah, we're getting into the meat of it now, aren't we? So let's see how we go with this one.
All right, Louis, you got 30 seconds to explain the choice of song.
Oh, look, you know, there's so many episodes in this season, and Led Zeppelin is one of my favourite bands. The Song Remains the Same is a great song for those that know it. Do either of you guys know the song?
I probably would know it if I'd heard it, but
yeah,
I
I'm not sure I can pick it up from the title.
Yeah, it's not one of their like released singles or anything, but it's a great song, and I think it has some resonance to what's coming up ahead. The song remains the same, things remain the same, but they certainly don't in these next races.
They really don't. It's the opposite of what happened
I know.
this season, Luigi. Okay.
But it should. So let's see how we go.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we're up to the British Grand Prix. I'm reading this one out. Am I, Louis?
You are?
Okay. So the battle for pole was again between Lauda and Hunt, with Lauda taking pole. At race start, Lauda took the lead, but drama ensued as Regazzoni from third passed Hunt and tried to pass Lauda for the lead. The two Ferraris touched, and Regazzoni spun 180 degrees to face the rest of the field. That was chaos. Hunt and Regazzoni. Oh, okay. Hunt was the first to come up to Regazzoni. They touched, which caused Regazzoni to limp to the pits for repairs, and Hunt pulled out during the first lap. Race was amazingly restarted, and there was a lot of drama around whether Hunt, Regazzoni and Lafitte, all damaged cars, would be allowed to restart the race. The stewards caved under crowd pressure, I might add, and let them start after earlier rejecting their efforts to join the race. The second race start had Lauda in the lead until he had gear selection issues. Hunt passed him halfway through the race to win by over a minute. Lauda a distant second, Scheckter third, Watson fourth, and the rest. Teams protested, and 2 months later, Hunt was disqualified. So I think we left a few things out. I think the issue was that Hunt didn't complete a lap of the race. They had that accident, and he left his car in a place on the track, and he ran back to the pits and tried to get into the spare car. He wasn't allowed to get in the spare car. So meanwhile, the mechanics moved his car to the pits, fixed it, put it on the grid, and he got into his original car. They told him he couldn't start. The crowd went nuts, were throwing bottles and stuff onto the track, and the officials relented and let him start. And then, 2 months later, there was protest. 2 months later, the officials disqualified him. Over to you, Andrew.
All right. So I went Scheckter for third. So he finished a revised second on the road, only 16 seconds from the lead.
I like how you say on the road, just to prep us all.
And he was a long way ahead of anyone else. So third place, fourth on the road, was a lap behind. Second, I gave to Hunt. He was the winner on the road. And first, I gave to Lauda. He
hang on.
led for 45 laps and eventually won despite gearbox issues. So over to you, Louis.
I'm pretty happy with those picks, Andrew.
I bet you are, Luigi. What do you mean winner on the road? He should never have been on the road. Why are you giving, this is like a championship, like what should have happened in the championship. And you are condoning Hunt as a winner of the race that he should never have been allowed to partake in.
Well, he did partake in it, and he won on the road. So it wasn't actually his fault probably that he got taken out by Ferraris in the first place. So I think that if he had actually raced from the first start, he probably would have won. He might have got the 8 points.
I actually agree with that. He didn't make a mistake. Like my picks are very similar to Andrew's. We'll get there. but he didn't make a mistake. He was taken out by Regazzoni.
Doesn't matter. He
doing
didn't
crazy
finish
driving.
a lap. He didn't finish a lap. He was not
No,
consistent
he finished
with the
70.
rules.
How many laps was the race? He finished 76 laps.
The extent of his domination showed that he shouldn't have been in the race. I agree with you, which is why I also haven't given him the win. But there was also no. He didn't get any car advantage by going back in, so it wasn't like he was disqualified for having an advantage.
You guys are ignoring the actual real issue here. Well, no, the real ending of the race, which was he was disqualified.
Yes.
But don't forget, can I just say, don't forget the essence of the TP Championship is to right the wrongs, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes drivers have brakes go on them, the tyre blows on the last lap, something like that. And we say, that's not fair, that's not right, we're going to fix that. In this case, I agree with you. Hunt shouldn't have been in the race, but he was put in the race and he wiped everyone. He probably would have won the race if he had gone in. But I'm punishing him by relegating him to second.
Oh, big punishment. And second, you're right, it wasn't his fault, but he was disqualified because he was not within the rules of the day. And you've just ignored that and said, well, he won it. He was on the race on the, what did you say? On the road.
He won the race on the road. But he was on the road. Like he might have been disqualified.
He was disqualified.
I remember the race a couple of races before where Andretti jumped the start by 60 seconds and he didn't finish the race and we all gave him points.
He might
have finished 8th on the road if he got the penalty, but we might still have given him points.
But he crashed.
Yeah, we're in our rights to do that. We're in our rights to do that because,
All right.
Agreed. Just like Luigi's in his rights to give Sweden, a whole country that's never raced and sat in a Formula One car. Points. Anyway.
Well, you know, Andrew, you may not have heard this, but I have actually given points to Rosa. And she's never been in a Formula One car either, just saying.
He's also given points to a puddle. I don't know if that was one of yours, Andrew, but...
No, I was there when he gave Jim Clark first, second and third, I think, in a race.
Okay, so here's my top three. You sort of already know it, but Regazzoni third. Look, he did a dive bomb at the start from third on the grid to try and take the lead, and good on him for giving it a go. His teammate has dominated him in 75 and was still dominating him in 76, but he still went for it at the start of the race. So I commend him for that. You know, he's not giving it up. So in that regard, I recognize Regazzoni for not just being a number two. I like it when people shake it up a bit in that regard. I gave Hunt second.
Giving points to the guy that took Hunt out.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. But he did it with the ambition to be a winner.
Yeah, why else would you do it?
Well, some people take drivers out not for that reason, just saying. Yeah. So Hunt, I gave second because he won the race, but I also don't think he should have been allowed to enter the restarted race. He had a broken car, but I respect that he drove really well to physically win the race. As a result, I gave him second place because if he wasn't taken out by Regazzoni at the start, I think he would have won the race, which is why I've put him in second instead of first. I'm recognising he got disqualified, hence why he's not first.
And he did win by over a minute, so that's a pretty comprehensive win.
Yeah, well, it was very comprehensive. And Lauda first.
No, it was a comprehensive disqualification, people. That's what it was.
Yeah, but there's also comprehensive tyres blow, comprehensive brakes go. That's the same thing.
He knew he should not have been starting that race. The team knew. Everyone knew. It's the crowd. What wrong are you writing? The CSI making the wrong decision.
We know what's coming up. We know what's coming up in Italy, Rosa. Okay.
No.
Each country does its own each country does its own bias thing. They all do it. In these days, it was biases that ruled the day. You got jump starts for free. Yeah. Anyway,
and really, the stewards wouldn't have got out of there alive if they'd not let him race.
Yes. Okay.
So really, by doing this, we've prevented an unspeakable tragedy.
And we've got to protect our safety from
our
British fans. Yeah, the British fans will go for us if we don't vote for Hunt. Otherwise, we're in trouble.
Well, I'm not scared of no British fans. So, Mike, have you finished yours, Louis?
No, I just Hunt first. He got pole, was in control of the race.
Lauda first, not Hunt. You said Hunt first.
No, I picked Lauda first.
Okay.
He got pole, was in control of the race when his car had gear selection issues, and he did well to finish second with a damaged car. So good on him for getting the official win.
He finished first. He officially won the race.
That's why I've acknowledged it. Yeah,
that's what I've done as well. I acknowledged that.
Second.
On the track, and I wrote and later the win.
Like the logic is just not there for me on you two. I don't know how men.
I think. Yeah, look, I agree with you. That's why I've got Hunt in second and not first. I'm relegating him as a punishment for not being allowed to be in the start of the second race.
But he didn't.
Need I remind you that great minds think alike, Rosa?
Yeah.
Okay. And fools never differ. So I have got.
There's no line between a great mind and a fool.
Right. Okay, to some sanity now. I've put Scheckter third. Great minds, Andrew, same as you.
I agree.
Apparently,
very good.
Good third, actually, second. So that's what I've put. I've put Ferrari second because they protested. They actually protested on the day, and it was turned down. The decision was upheld to let him race, and Hunt had won. His win was confirmed on the day. They went to the Court of Appeal, FIA, whatever, CSI, Court of Appeal, and they protested again. So good on them. Ferrari finally getting their appeals right. They haven't done that for a long time. And yes, I've put Lauda first, pole, and he led the race twice, and he won the restart. So there you go.
I've got no complaints.
Never have been allowed. Oh, of course you've got no complaints.
Look, there's definitely an argument around the Ferrari getting six points, considering they caused the chaos in the first place. Anyway, I think that cancels out us picking Hunt, Louis.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we've found a happy medium here.
I think so, yeah. I'm happy to let that one go.
All right. Well, you failed twice, both of you. Both controversial moments in this season, and you have both failed.
All I can say, Andrew, is I wonder what Rosa would have done if we just put Hunt first and Lauda. He was lucky to get second without gearbox issue and didn't put him in there. I think Rosa would have just lost it.
I would have lost it more than now. All right. So after 9 races, we have Lauda in the lead on 162. Hunt is second on 74 and Scheckter third on 47. Regazzoni fourth on 44. So massive gap between Lauda and Regazzoni in this competition.
Okay. So we got through that one pretty smoothly, actually.
Oh, sure.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so what were you going to say, Andrew? Were you going to say something, or can I go on to the next race?
No, I think move on as soon as you can, Louis.
Okay. Race 10 of 16, the German Grand Prix at the Nürburgring. So what a race. We had our dynamic duo of Hunt on pole, followed by Lauda. The race was declared a wet race, and everyone went on wet weather tyres except Mass in the McLaren. Before I go on, there was a lot of protesting about this race shouldn't go ahead because of the dangerous condition of the track, by the way. So anyway, at the race start, Lauda had a poor start and he actually fell back to 8th. I reckon that's a nonsense start. Nearly?
Pretty much.
Anyway, but enough nonsense happened, so let's just leave that. The track quickly dried and Mass was in the lead by 30 seconds on the second lap because he was the one that started on slick, so he didn't have to pit like everyone else. So he was in the driver's seat to win this race. This is when Lauda had his major accident, which we talk about in length in the race review episode, which stopped the race. His Ferrari clipped a curb, it ruptured his fuel tank, and he was in the middle of the track. His car was then hit by 2 other cars, and his car burst into flames. Other drivers stopped to try to get him out, and it was Mazzario and the Williams who bravely dove in to the fire to unclip him, which enabled others to pull Lauda out. Lauda would be on the verge of death for the next few days due to internal injuries. The race, however, was restarted. Hunt went on to win easily, with Scheckter second and Mass third after a big battle with Pache. Special mention to Mike Lang for repeatedly dissing on Regazzoni for spinning. So over to you, Andrew.
This was the one, Louis, where they held a vote. Lauda organised a vote to boycott the race, and it was voted against. The boycott was voted against by one vote, and we thought it would be X. We thought it was X.
Yeah, X was the one that. But then we found out he wasn't in the race. Isn't that right? So it wasn't X. Can't blame X for it. So it was one vote. Yeah, one vote. I wonder even if those drivers had won that vote. I wonder if they still would have gone ahead with the boycott. I think commercial would have kicked in.
Yeah, I wonder.
All right, I went third to Jody Scheckter. He finished second and took fastest lap on the penultimate lap. Potentially, if he'd done that a bit sooner, he might have got a bit closer to the win. Second, I went for Mass, which is surprising now considering I've ignored him for most of this year. But for his first race heroics where he pulled away on slick tyres, and he finished third at the end. And first to Hunt, who won by 30 seconds in the survival of the fittest.
Okay. I've got no concerns. I think there's a
Rosa?
Robust.
No, I have no issues with your tips there, Andrew.
I have a fun fact after when you finished. So
okay. All right.
Okay, so I had third Hunt. Strong drive to first, and there was nobody there to really challenge him, in my opinion. He's pretty much been the on-form driver recently. I gave Mass second place, started the race on slicks unlike everyone else, so he was quite brave in making that call, and when the track quickly dried, he had that 30-second lead. He would have won that race if it hadn't been stopped because of the Lauda accident, so he had it in the bag. And still in the second race, to me, the mere fact he came third was still very impressive. And I gave first place to Mazzario for diving into the fire while there's still fuel still there to help a fellow human being unclipping the straps for Lauda. And even when I was reading that, as a teen, reading that, and even as an adult, I still get goosebumps because it was such an unusual, selfless thing to do. And I wanted to recognize that. Even though the race itself was dull, I wanted to recognize Mazzario for doing such a heroic thing over and above the sport. That's my top three.
Yeah, I can't really critique that too much.
No,
I could have put Hunt ahead of Mass, but I think Mass deserved it. Mass deserved it because of the first race, He
finished 50 seconds behind in the real race, but anyway.
Yeah, but he was 30 seconds ahead in the first, so that offsets it.
Yeah. I mean, my tips were the same as Andrew's, I think, except I've gone more race. I think I've just done the race finish. I've got Mass in third. Good call on the dry tyres. I reckon he would have won the first race if it hadn't been stopped. Scheckter put him second. Yeah. Did he qualify eighth? Is that where he qualified? Yeah, qualified eighth, yep. Finished second. Thought that was a good drive from him. I actually put Hunt first. It was a strong win. I agree, Louis. He didn't have a lot of competition, but it was still a good win. So, yeah, that was mine.
Yeah, I got no concerns.
The fun fact is
that
between races 3 and 10, the driver that took pole position won the race. So every race, 8 races in a row, which they might not have led from start to finish, but they ended up winning the race. So that is you don't even see that these days.
That includes the race that Hunt wasn't meant to be in.
Officially won the race in the final standings. Yes.
He shouldn't have been. Was he pole in the restart? That's not
part of my fun fact, Rosa. The fun fact is that officially the driver that took pole won the race in 8 races.
I think I've made it more fun, arguably.
And you know what makes that stat more interesting as well is that we had quite a few different people getting pole. It wasn't like one driver dominating for that stretch. So that's quite an interesting statistic. And a lot of the time
they weren't, they didn't lead the whole race. Hunt missed the start a lot of the time.
And Hunt in particular is known for his not very good starts this season. So, and he gets a lot of poles and is normally not leading at the first corner. So, yeah. So that's an impressive stat.
Thank you.
So up to the next. Oh, you've got the cumulative results, Rosa.
Yeah, Hunt's catching up, although Lauda's still in the lead on 162. Hunt is now on 94 and Scheckter is on 57. All right. We're off to Austria, race 11. An exciting race. Ferrari had a dummy spit. Oh, come on. That's harsh, Luigi. What a dummy spit. I mean, Lauda's in.
Come on, they didn't turn up. That's a big dummy spit. That's the they threatened not to drive the rest of the season. Come on, if there's a dummy spit, that's it.
They still hadn't gotten their thing over the line about Spain, and then there's Britain, and then Lauder's lying in hospital given his last rites. So, look, I think quite rightly they decided not to turn up at this race. So Hunt got pole by nearly a second from Watson in the Penske. At race start, Watson took the lead. Hunt fell back to fourth. There was a huge battle for the lead for the first 15 laps, with many drivers taking turns in the lead and positions changing all the way down the grid. By lap 15, though, Watson stamped his authority and slowly pulled away to win. The battle for second ran right to the end of the race, with Laffite just taking it ahead of Nielsen and Hunt fourth. Exciting racing throughout, and Watson had to shave his beard for winning his first race and Penske's first race. Plus, Nielsen's Lotus engine blew on the cool-down lap. Typical Lotus. Over to you, Andrew.
All right. So I didn't give any points to Hunt. He had a bit of a mediocre race. Wow. I think he finished fourth. But
so he legitimately finished fourth, and you've given him no points.
Yeah, he legitimately finished fourth, and it was a mediocre performance. Why
are you even talking about Hunt? Because he's not even in your picks, Andrew. This is a stitch-up of something.
No, I was just making the point that it was a mediocre performance. Maybe he was in sympathy for Ferrari not being there. Anyway, I gave equal second to 3 drivers.
Yes.
And gave them 3.333 points recurring. And I just put as a comment that there were great battles throughout the field from some lesser lights. Laffite, Nielsen and Peterson. And then I gave 3.3333 recurring points each. And Watson I gave the 8 points to, because in a closely matched race, he pulled clear at the end to win by 10 seconds in the Penske.
Yeah.
With the Penske files.
Everyone's asking.
Yeah. Nice throwback to Seinfeld.
Seinfeld, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, good picks. The 3.3 is funny. It gives me inspiration for future.
The 3.3 is not funny because it threw out all my totals. None of them added up. I was confused and annoyed at the same time. But then...
Well, that makes it even more satisfying.
Okay.
Would you have preferred him to go 3.4, 3.3?
Whole numbers.
3.3?
Just whole numbers. Just,
Yeah,
at least I did that. At least I never resorted to decimals.
Yeah. Andrew's the first to have done that.
Okay. Well done, Andrew. So I had 2 drivers, or two in equal third. I had Ferrari in third for 2 points. Where were you? You've got to help your driver get points by taking points away from your competitors. And I felt like this is where I was inspired to have negative TP points, because they were letting ego get in the way. And I wanted to give them points as a platform to criticize the Ferrari team for just not turning up. Come on, you've got the best car on the grid and you're not even there to try to protect your driver's lead in the championship. So I thought that was a big miss. Shouldn't have got points for it, but points. Well, how else can I use this as a platform?
Well, you could have
like a politician. I have to use I have to use my opening speech as an opportunity to say something.
Right. That's right. Could have got on your soapbox and just, honourable mention, dishonourable mention to Ferrari.
Second, another equal third was also Watson's beard. We always have to acknowledge that when someone or something has given their life, in this case, Watson did a bet to shave the beard if he won, and he did. And we remember Watson's beard, no longer with us.
Wow. That is a new low.
This is in the 70s. In the 70s, your beard and your sideburns were your definition. No comment. No, nothing.
I don't know what to say. I'm speechless.
Okay. Second, I had Nielsen. Strong result to get third. And it's funny that he had to thumb for a lift back to the pits after the race because of the engine blowing. So he was probably just lucky to get third because the engine got him there before it was over. And first, who could go past Watson? Debut win. Did a great job to withstand the pressure at the start of the race where it was super tight for the first 15 laps. Yeah, and then obviously went on to win with a degree of comfort. So good on him and good on Penske for getting their first win. So exciting.
So you've given Watson's beard 2 points. So the 8 points for Watson, is that Watson with a beard or without a beard?
Ooh. I wonder that too has to go off the 8.
Clean shaven.
Yeah.
Clean shaven.
Or does Watson get 10 points? Yes, he is the owner of the beard.
Yeah. No, you didn't. I gave it to the beard is its own entity now.
Okay. Well, I guess technically the beard is probably in a sink somewhere.
Yeah.
In a
that's
bin.
The way it's worked out.
Flush down the toilet.
So basically the beard has got 2 points. Sweden, I think, has got 4 points. And they're beating some of the actual drivers.
That's right. Sweden is beating Amon.
So a beard is actually beating a real person.
Yeah.
And so is Sweden. Sweden's beating Amon. And Amon,
actually, for the record, he would have shaved the beard after the win. So the beard did win a race. Unlike some drivers, some other drivers that didn't win a race.
Points plus 2.
Yeah, no, you can't add points. You're not adding points.
Okay, well, those are my picks.
Yeah, I like it. Left field.
Well, I shared my third place as well. I shared it between Andretti and Nielsen.
Ooh, Andretti.
I thought Andretti did a good race here. He's 9th to 5th. I'm not sure why I put him in there, actually. Don't know why I did that, but I don't know. Maybe he's in the Lotus. Then Lafitte I put in 2nd. Did anyone else give Lafitte points?
No.
Andrew
I gave 3.3.
Yeah, that's
So did you say you shared third place with Andretti and who?
Nielsen.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah. And I gave Lafitte, great finish for 2nd for the Ligier again. And yes, Watson, a strong debut win in a nothing car.
Yeah.
With a beard.
With a beard and everything.
Do you reckon that would have slowed him down?
The aerodynamics on it would have been challenging.
Yeah, you don't see F1 drivers with beards, do you?
Did they have full-faced helmets back then, or are they still like...
Yeah, no, they definitely have full-face helmets.
At this point they do.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so I want to say that Amon and Watson's beard are on 2 points. They're battling for the wooden spoon. Hunt... Oh, well, actually, Lauda and Hunt, they didn't actually get any points in this race, did they? So, yeah, Lauda is still on 162 and Hunt is still on 94 and Schecter's still on 57. So, yeah, the top of the leaderboard got no changes. And then we have Lafitte on 27.3, Peterson on 25.3 and Nielsen on 21.3.
You're going to get used to saying those 0.3s.
Yeah, lucky they're not at the start, Andrew.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we doing? Race 12?
No, that's the end of that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was that. It goes quick when you're having fun, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've got one more controversial race to come.
Or more. We'll see.
Oh, no, there's 2. Yeah, there's 2. Okay. All right. Well, see you next time.
Okay, bye, everyone.
Bye.